All right, so if you happen to see in the last video where I got a new sandblast cabinet, we went through and did some little remodel upgrades on that. You'll see that I did mention that I picked up some wheels for the horse trailer. So we're working on getting these cleaned up. I currently have 2 of them cleaned up and they look like this once they're clean versus how they started. So I'm using Black Beauty abrasive. Not really the best thing to use for aluminum. It's really not that recommended, but I did get the ultra fine, extra fine, however you want to call it, and it did a really nice job on these, and I think that I could still polish these without too much work doing it that way, but we are going to paint them, so with that, I'm not too worried about the rough texture here. All these little buttons that were in the wheels were completely destroyed, so I'm going to get some new ones of those and probably leave those like the shiny aluminum or stainless, whichever I end up getting. I may get some bolts to put in there, and that'll just give it a little bit of character. But like I said, we got 2 cleaned up. That means we got 2 more. I'm not going to do, I got a set of 6. And tires, the tires were they're all dry rotted, so they're not going to get used for anything. But I'm not going to use the aluminum as a spare. I'm going to use the steel as a spare, and then I'll just have some extra wheels kicking around for future if I ever need them from anything else. It's kind of hard to see what's going on in there. I did a short little time lapse, but other than that, it's kind of like watching paint dry. So we're going to get the rest of these cleaned up, and then we're going to get everything ready for paint. All right, so where I left off, all the wheels are sandblasted, and I talked about how I was going to get rid of the little plastic pieces. They're kind of like plastic rivets for the trim pieces. So I picked up some of these short little stainless steel set screws. So what we're going to do is drill out all 24 of these small holes and tap them out to be the 3/8/16 that this is. And that way, after they're painted, these will thread in and it'll just give a little bit of an accent to the wheels. So it'll be a black wheel with a little bit of stainless accent, and then probably get some chrome lug nuts. And that'll kind of tie everything together and just give it a little bit of character. Every single one.
You tell me when we're getting.
We're on 6. 4, 5, and
Let's go to 7.
okay. and 7. You're on a 7, right?
Yeah.
All right, back over from getting the wheels all painted up. They got a first coat of epoxy primer and a second coat of Emron Industrial Gloss Black. They came out pretty decent. They're not perfect, but they're trailer tires, and they surely look better than that. And they definitely look better than that. So that's what's on the trailer now. That's what the wheels looked like when I got them, and that's what they look like now. And now we get to use my new tire machine to get these mounted up. So we're gonna get the wheel up on the machine, get the valve stems put in, and then I'll show you what we're doing for tires. All right, so this is a Blackhawk BTR 55 ST. It is a very straight tread trailer tire. I got them in a 235/85/16. These are 14 ply, so the load range, oh man, there you go. Load range G. These are the same tires, not same brand, but same size and same 14 ply tires that are run on my gooseneck trailer and on the dump trailer. They've been really good. They hold up really good. Obviously, they got some really stiff sidewalls on them that hold up, and then I go with a 235/85 to get a little bit more height out of it because my truck's a little tall and the trailer's a little short. So that should help with that. But that's it. We're gonna get these mounted up. Once they're all mounted, we'll go back through and put in all the little stainless threads that I got in for those pieces. So I'm just gonna set up a time lapse and you can watch me struggle mounting up some tires. So now that we got the tires all mounted up and the wheels filled with the air, all that, got the little Allen set screws installed. Let's get them installed on the trailer. So for right now, it is kind of like putting lipstick on a pig, but it's good to know that we're not going to worry about it. Unfortunately, I do need to do axles in this. This tire is not very old. It was brand new when I put it on. Has a severe chamfer to it. So it's a 1990 something trailer. So the rubber and the torsion axles are like 30 years old. They're on borrowed time. The rubber failing is what causes that. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I got plans to do the axles pretty soon, so I'll just keep an eye on the tires. That'll be a whole nother project coming up pretty soon. But for the meantime, got the tires on. They look sick. When I do the axles, I'll do new brakes and stuff like that. Can't decide what I want to do for the hubs. The trailer is going to be gray, similar to this when it gets repainted. Let me know down below in the comments if you think gray hub or black hub. The grease cap will still be silver regardless, but let me know what you think. So that's going to do it for this video. Very pleased on how they came out. They definitely look good. They got a little bit of depth to them, and it's good to know they're not going to have any issues with old tires or anything like that for the time being. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think on the hub color, and we'll see you on the next one.